people who love you make fun of you. That is one of the great joys, because the day they don't make fun of you, that means they don't give a damn about you. People.
Oh, it's time again, party people. We're back. Rural America Podcast. I'm Sean.
And I'm Randy.
And here we are again. That was Sammy Davis Jr., by the way, at the beginning.
Oh, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Thought he sounded familiar, but
yeah.
That was a good point, though.
Yeah. Yeah. Everybody.
Right.
If you only had a sense of humor, you would feel way better about life, I bet.
I know. I was going to say this, too, sometime here, but it's been on my mind lately. You know, my daughter, she's part of the LGBT community, right?
Right.
And hopefully, if she ever listens back to any of these things, I hope she doesn't think that I was being offensive, and I was trying not to be ever offensive to anybody, but, you know, some people are sensitive.
It's called comedy. Well, and that's what we are.
I know. I'm just hoping that
we're hilarious.
I'm hoping she just doesn't get the wrong idea, because I mean, like I said before, I don't care what what anybody does, you know.
Right.
So, just keep that in mind.
Yep. Happy June. Happy Gay Month.
Yeah, that's true.
Right. It's only Gay Pride, right? Or is everybody thrown in there now?
No. It's not Gay Pride. It's Pride everything.
Pride everything.
Yeah.
See, they even took that from you guys. Fucking
yeah,
furries.
It used to be called Gay. It used to be called Gay Pride Month. Now it's just Pride Month. But I don't know. But whatever.
Yeah.
You know what's funny though? I was listening to a guy the other day, and it made me think. And it might make some liberals think.
Uh-oh.
Just saying.
Maybe.
What's the difference between a teacher in a school putting up a pride flag in their school, in their classroom,
all right,
than a teacher putting up a picture of Jesus in their classroom?
No difference to me.
Well, I'm sure some people are going to say, oh, the separation of church and state. Okay, but if you're talking about an individual person's beliefs,
yeah,
what's the difference?
Yeah,
technically,
like
I don't know. It gives you something to think about,
right? You're not going to walk into, let's just say, you're not going to walk into a Buddhist household and see a picture of Jesus, and you're not going to walk into a Christian household and see a picture of Buddha anywhere either,
right? And you're not going to see a pride flag in a Muslim house.
No, you know what I mean?
I mean, it's not
fucking them. What was that country we were talking about? Shit. I was on the podcast.
Shoot, I don't know.
Well, they were like killing those people.
Was it Saudi Arabia?
I think so. The gay thing or whatever. Well, if you were gay.
Shoot, they do it in Russia, Saudi Arabia. I mean, a bunch of places.
Isn't that crazy?
A lot of Muslim.
And we're
Afghanistan.
And we're a fucking terrible place to live.
Terrible white people here.
Yeah. I scare you with my whiteness? No. Good stuff. Did I already talk about this? We got the invitations from Matthew?
Yes, you did.
Okay.
On the last podcast.
Good deal.
That's one thing I did remember about that one.
Okay. I was like, man, I think I did.
Speaking of our last one.
Oh, shit. Here we go. You gonna test me?
What?
I don't know.
No. You said you was going to talk about it.
Fuck.
They got taken down off YouTube.
Oh, yes. Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
And they didn't send us any reason.
Nope. No reason.
I didn't even.
They just shut us down on that.
I don't even remember
show.
what all we said.
Dude, I'm sure I've already said something worse this time than last time.
Right.
And so we'll just, you know what? We'll put it up again and we'll see what happens. They might be like, "F off out of here."
You know, I was thinking earlier too. We also need to make a new ad or whatever.
Oh yeah, that's right. Because it's June.
Yeah.
Yep, we need to do that too.
I think we talked about that last week. We never did do it.
We're gonna do it at the end of the month.
At the end of the month, yeah. In July.
Yeah, we'll do it in July.
July 15th. We'll do
it. One more month, Randall.
Yep.
And we'll be another decade old.
It's true.
Woo. Whew. It's crazy.
Yep. Might as well live it up while you can.
I guess. One ticket.
That's true. Well, maybe. You don't know.
No, I have no idea. I'm probably going to come back as like,
Paris Hilton's puppy?
no. Probably worse than that. I don't even want to know. I'll just let it, I'm free to let it happen. Okay, whatever.
Now, if you came back as a dog, you'd be like one that lives in Florida and gets eaten by an alligator.
Yeah, that'd be it. Or it'd be owned by a beater, a dog beater.
Oh, man, that would be the worst.
Yeah. One that like starves you and shit, beats the fuck out of you. That'd be me if I came back as a dog.
Dang it.
Yeah, I know, man. Just the cards you're dealt. Whatever. You just make the best of it. Move on. I'm just kidding. Well, let me grab my handy dandy.
Can I tell a story real quick?
Yes, you can.
I just thought of this the other day. I don't know why I did. I was just happened to be, it just rammed into my head for some reason. But back when we were teenagers, I was in band,
Yeah.
and my wife was in the color guard, and we was getting ready for marching band season, and so we had a fundraiser. It was a car wash,
Right.
and so my wife's grandpa brings his. He had a Cadillac at the time.
Right.
Brings it to get his
Was
car.
it pink?
No, it was red though.
Oh,
Red.
close
Kind
enough.
of kind of a red color. But anyway, so he pulls up to get his car washed, and I think it was just donations. They were just taking donations.
Right.
So he pulls up, and he pulls up on the hose,
Oh, shit.
and Jennifer's knocking on the window. Hey, Grandpa, pull the car up. Hey, Grandpa, and everybody there standing there was like, "Hey, are you serious? You're really calling that old man Grandpa?" They didn't know it was her actual grandpa.
Hey, Gramps, get the fuck off the hose. That's
That was
awesome.
hilarious.
Yeah, that would be priceless right there.
Yeah, it would. They were like, Jennifer, what are you
Hey.
saying?
Oh my God, you can't talk to him like that. We're gonna get in trouble. But it's my grandpa. Shh. Yeah, that's awesome. They all thought she was talking shit.
Yeah, I did. Could you imagine my wife just randomly saying that to somebody?
No,
No, I know.
no, your wife's really nice and polite.
Well, most of the time. No, pretty much all the time.
I don't see her doing that though.
No, she wouldn't do that.
Banging on the fucking window. Hey, grandpa, move it along.
What do you think this is, New Jersey?
Yeah, what do you think this is, stupid head? Get out of here. We don't wash Cadillacs.
Well,
Everybody around here nowadays has Jeeps and fucking Dodge trucks, it seems like.
yeah. Well, there's still a lot of people that live here that used to work at Chrysler, so, or a family of people who worked at Chrysler.
I know, they used to have the Chrysler. Well, they don't now.
You remember when the Dixie Chicks got canceled?
Oh, yeah, over the Bush thing?
Yeah.
Back in the day? Yeah.
I don't know why that came. That was another thought I had. That was one of the early cancellations, I guess.
That is very true. Very, very true. Yeah.
It didn't really stick though because they were pretty good actually.
They're really fucking good.
Yeah.
Really good.
It didn't really stick that. It wasn't like it was just like I don't know some.
Yeah, and that was the Republicans.
Yeah, that was Republicans.
Yeah. Trying to cancel a country because they talk a little shit about Bush.
Yeah, just because they want to speak their mind. Yeah,
I think you should be able to say whatever you want.
I do too. We've talked about that several times. Okay, go ahead. Whatever you was going to talk about.
Oh, well, here we go. Listen, this is from National Review. Okay, this article.
All right.
Cube.
Is that a up and up type program? National Review? Or is that state sponsored?
I'm not
Organization.
exactly sure. But it says that Cuba agrees to host Chinese spy base that would allow Beijing to intercept U.S. communications. Okay?
Okay.
That's what that headline is.
Huh.
This is what China said back.
Okay.
China calls U.S. the most powerful hacker empire as it denies a deal with Cuba to set up a spy station. China has lashed out at the U.S. for spreading rumors and slander and described Washington as the most powerful hacker empire in the denial of reports that it had been linked a secret deal with Cuba to set up a spy station. So, come on,
mean,
people. Let's get it together. You can't trust any of it.
Can't trust anything, especially, the feds are involved.
Yeah.
I mean, that could be just a psyop thing to make you think something about this while, something else is going on again.
Here's my thing. Why do we have to have so many things?
I don't know. Like so many intelligence agencies?
Yeah, why wouldn't it just be the United States government, like the military? They take control of all that.
I think they should do away with all of them, to be honest.
Yeah. Did I say that out loud? Oh, man, we're in trouble. Well, not YouTube. There it is. YouTube took us down now.
Yeah, I think that's why. Oh, you know what? We talked about RFK, didn't we, on the last one?
Mm-hmm.
That might be why we got taken down.
Oh, that's true.
I did hear a bunch of there was a bunch of old interviews like year and a half ago of him that's been on there ever since, and just here recently they've been taken down.
Really?
Yeah. Because he's running for president, of course. They can't let him get any traction. He's already polling pretty decent.
Yeah. Well, yeah, it had to be something like that because I mean we've talked about bear rape and all kinds of shit on this show.
Right. Yeah, that's probably what it was. I don't know. I haven't listened back. I might have to listen back just to see. Which you can, if you guys want to listen to it, you can actually go to Spotify.
Yeah, you can go to Spotify
And you can get the video
and
on there,
everywhere
too.
else.
Yeah, but you can get the video on Spotify.
Correct. And you can look up the bear rape episode too if you haven't seen that.
Well, we just talk about whatever.
Yeah, that's our thing. I think that actually says it on our like a homepage that we have on Spotify. Is we talk from comics to politics,
Right.
like
Yeah. And everything in between.
Yeah. I just get on here and talk a little shit. Hopefully some people get some giggles and laughs or they get educated. Or they can write in and educate us.
Hey, speaking of YouTube, though, did you hear that YouTube changed the rules where you're allowed to deny the election results now?
What?
You didn't hear that?
No, but they shut us down?
Well,
Motherfucker.
no, but I don't know, but they just changed it here recently. You know why though?
Why?
Everybody's speculating because everybody's gonna deny that Joe Biden lost in the next one.
Think so.
That's what everybody's speculating.
I mean, how would he win?
I don't know.
I feel like fucking anybody could beat him right now.
You would think so.
Easily. I mean, this thing's a turd,
There
dude.
we go.
We're living in a turd.
Now we're kicked off again.
Oh, well. Yeah, this place is, I don't want to say it's a turd. I love living here, but this government that's in place now has turned into a bunch of big old bowls of weak sauce, and we're looking like idiots. It's driving me crazy.
Yeah. Like we said before, if you got it too easy, then that's whenever you get into this weak mentality
Yeah.
where you're all mad about these little piddly things.
I'm telling you, man, it all boils back down to everybody gets a trophy.
Right. Yep.
Didn't know how to learn how
Actually,
to...
somebody I was listening
Nobody called him a fucking loser. That's the problem.
That's what somebody else was saying the other day. I heard they were saying the problem with like, what was it, the boomers? They wanted all their kids to get participation trophies and all that. Well, then the next generation comes along and they're like, I don't want this stupid trophy. Everybody's got one anyway. So
Right.
why do I want that? You know? And then
Yeah.
they're like, you know, so now they're just all thinking that they're just deserving of everything. I guess.
Everything. But I've heard coaches too. I'm not talking shit about every coach there is. I'm just saying the ones I've seen around, because I have some kids in sports, you know, they fucking lose, right?
Right?
And then at the end of the game, the coach comes over there and he's like, "Good game, guys. You know, way to get out there and try. But we'll get it next time." Like, what? Hey, they need to go over there and go, "Look, you little pieces of shit. If you don't want to, this is a fucking win-lose game. There is no everybody fucking wins. I don't care. If they try to give us trophies, I'll throw every fucking one of them in the trash unless we win this championship." I would flip out. I couldn't handle it. Could you handle it?
You're just hardcore, Sean.
I'm not hardcore, man. It's just for real. Like we have a real problem in society where people don't know how to lose, and they don't know how to take criticism.
Dude.
Like, you suck at drawing. You can't be a fucking artist. Okay, quit wasting your time.
I remember when my daughter was in basketball in junior high, and her coach, he was one of those intense coaches, and he did not want to lose. And he actually, I think, he even coached the boys basketball team also.
Right.
I think he coached the 8th grade girls, but he coached the 9th grade boys. So it's middle school, I guess. But yeah, he was intense.
Right.
But the one thing he did, though, was he kind of delegated most stuff to his other coaches.
Right.
But
So-
then when he talked, everybody paid attention to him. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
you know
So
what
he
I'm saying?
let the little minion coaches go out and
Yeah.
be cool, and like he just
Right.
stood back, kind of like watching, and then when he's like, "Hey," everybody's like, "Oh."
He wasn't afraid to yell at everybody, but I think Jennifer was telling me that he quit doing the coaching not too long after that because he was afraid that they were going to get on to him or something.
Well, yeah, I mean, but you should be able to. It's a
mean,
sport.
you
You're
should-
trying to win.
Not
man.
only that, they need to learn how to grow up and live in the real world.
Grow up and live in the real world. Yeah, because I'm telling you, you guys still have generations to go. If you think that you're going to get rid of the, just the regular old fucking people like we are,
Right.
They just want everybody to be all weird. It's just never going to happen. Sorry. We're just different folks out here.
It's probably gonna have to take some kind of, I don't know, something hard like some kind of natural disaster or something.
It's going to have to be, it's probably going to be AI.
where everybody comes together. Well, it's either gonna be that or
Everybody comes together.
yeah, or like aliens or something. Oh, speaking of that,
Oh, God.
did you hear about that?
No?
This what you call it, a whistleblower came out from the I don't know, some intelligence agency and was saying stuff that I don't know. It was all just as a distraction because on the same day a story came out about Biden,
Right.
also about the Ukraine Biden deal and all that stuff.
Yeah.
From a long time ago.
Oh, yeah.
So I don't know. I think it was all just a distraction.
Oh, I'm sure.
But yeah, he came out and said that the United States government was in possession of crafts and beings from another world.
Really? You know what? If we are,
And
if we really do have that, right?
Right.
Everybody right now is ready, except for these furries. You know what I'm talking about? Look at, seriously, would it bother you if they were like, okay, aliens are real?
Would it bother me?
Yeah.
I don't know. You a little weird.
Would you be like, holy shit, they are?
I knew
Or would you be, yeah, or would you be like, I knew it, fucking knew it?
I don't know. Could be that, or they're just covering up for some kind of new kind of stuff they got coming out later. Who knows?
Yeah,
Just like with the B-1 bomber or whatever, or B whatever bomber.
Yeah.
Stealth bomber.
Yeah. Who knows, dude?
Which they had that since I think they had that since 1970 something, and then it didn't come out till in the 90s. We actually had it.
Are you serious?
Yeah. Late 80s, early 90s, I think. It was during I think it was during the first Gulf War, the Kuwait, all that.
Yeah.
The first Iraq War.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah. Fucking
George the
Desert Storm.
the Desert Storm. That's it. I couldn't think of the name.
Old Desert Storm. That's something you really don't hear about anymore, Not really. Not like you do with like the fucking Afghanistan war,
Well,
Vietnam.
What was that? 91,
Yeah.
90, 91, something like that.
Yeah.
I mean, it's been a while.
Yeah, I know, but people still talk about Vietnam all the time.
That's true.
And then the
But-
Korean War, nobody remembers that either, really.
I remember when I first started where I work now, there was a guy that would come to our union meetings, and he was a veteran of the Korean War.
You have any good stories?
He didn't talk about it much. He did say something about they marched from. He said they marched for days one time, and can't remember. He said you'd get so tight against people, and then just be like they would hold you up as you're walking, as you're marching. You know what I'm saying? I think that was the only thing that he really said that was interesting. And then he talked about the hookers a lot.
There we go. Then we got soft.
Yeah, well, it happens, I guess.
Yeah, I know, but I feel like we went soft like super quick.
Yeah,
Like it's it's just as old as our
at
country
least
is.
at least in the 80s we had Rambo to look up to.
Yeah. We had Rambo, fucking you had Jean-Claude Van Damme,
Arnold
Arnold
Schwarzenegger.
Schwarzenegger. Arnold Schwarzenegger was God, he was fucking just so huge.
Did you
dude.
see that he's got a new
Great.
movie on Netflix?
No.
I didn't watch it yet, but I seen it was on there.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I might have to check it out.
I haven't watched it. I thought about watching it, but I don't want to use up all my data all at once. I think it just rolled over a couple of days ago. So
Randy's still on the data
yeah,
because he has no internet. Damn it, Randy. That's what we need to do. We need to rally up a march to get rural America some good internet. How about that?
that'd be good. It'd be a good cause to get behind.
If I'm president, I'm going to make all rural America 5G. You might have some pushback though from some people though. Like you fucking come on my property trying to run that
Right.
wire, I'll fucking blow you up. I'll blow your wire up as soon as you leave.
Possible, some places. But I mean, they can't say nothing about the money it would cost since we're sending so much to Ukraine. I'm sure it wouldn't cost that much.
No, nothing would cost that much.
What are we up to? 130 billion now, something like that.
It's something crazy, dude. And somebody was I can't remember who. I think we might have mentioned it already. I can't be sure, but that could have bought a house or something for like all the homeless, like every homeless person.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure.
And it's
Easy.
just-
I think you could. Somebody said you could fix the homeless problem for. I think it wasn't that much. It was like maybe
couple billion,
20 billion, maybe something like that.
Yeah, but we can't do that, right?
Right.
Why not? Oh, I can tell you what. If you did that, you know how many voters you have then, bud?
I don't know. I don't know. Do they vote?
Well, not right now. They probably don't. They're probably worried about fucking whatever they're doing,
Right.
living. That'd be terrible.
Well, government will save them eventually.
I don't know which ones. Because he's
Might be China.
Yeah, maybe the new liberals don't give a shit about homeless people. They give a shit about a bunch of fake bullshit. they made up somewhere and somebody told them and then they ran with it.
I don't know. Well, there's a lot of good liberals.
No,
I would say Bill Maher.
I said new
Oh,
liberals.
oh, well, okay.
The new ones that aren't really liberal. They're
Extreme,
just
extreme.
like, this is how it is. Yes, it is. And it's like,
You gotta agree
dude,
with me. Or
listen.
you're a fascist.
Yeah, it's like, listen, racist. It's like, dude, are you gonna fucking listen to me? Jerry, cursing at me. It's like,
Right.
oh my God, you can't. Oh, he's a God freak. He's super right wing. He believes in God. Yeah. It's just gotten out of hand, man. The whole society has gotten fucking lost control. Us older people from older generations need to reel all these fucking punks in. That's what we need to do. Reel them in and be like, better wake up, dude. Your fucking dreams of whatever aren't realistic because that's not how the world works. If you turn the United States into what you want it to be, it's just going to be Russia or China. Because they're just going to come over here and slap the fuck out of you guys, and you guys are going to be working for them in a shitty Nike shop, spending your little tokens, buying their shit in their factory over here. That's what's going to happen.
I think we've talked about it before, but the problem with communism is or not communism, but Marxism is it's never worked in a good way.
No, and neither is socialism either.
That's the same thing.
Yeah.
I mean, technically.
Yeah. Socialism just doesn't work, like economic-wise.
Right.
Just can't do it. That's not the way the world works. The whole
You
world.
know, Sean, eventually everybody's going to get their...
I know. Everybody's going to jump on board the save the earth.
Listen.
Be green, man.
They're going to get their mandatory income from the government, and they're going to stay home in their Oculus that just came out by Apple.
Yeah. They're going to live in the metaverse.
Yeah. And then they're just going to get IV drips of vitamins every
Yeah.
once in a while. And
Fucking probably ketamine.
probably. And nothing's going to get done, and then it's all going to go to hell.
Yeah. I mean, and you mean, well, it'd go to hell real quick.
Who's going to build the buildings and pave the roads?
Dude, who's... I watched this documentary. It was only like a 30-minute documentary, but it said that, like, let's say all people just stopped what they're doing and just stood where they were or whatever, basically, right?
Right.
Or if we got, like, just the humans disappeared. Like, nothing on Earth got touched, just humans. Anyway, so they said the first thing that happens is all the power grid all over the world's going to go down. It's the very first thing that's going to happen. And then they're like, it's going to be the most black you've ever seen. Like anybody from this, these generations of, or hundreds of thousands of years or whatever has seen it that black on Earth, right?
Right.
Then the nuclear power plants are going to start fucking acting up.
I'm not so worried about those.
Then that's going to happen. Then vegetation's going to fucking happen. Then the dams are going to flood and break
Right.
because, it's just going to be, it's going to change the whole world. That's what's going to happen. And probably for the better, to be honest.
Go back in time.
Yeah, I go back in time to where Mother Nature enjoyed itself before we're over here lying about it, using it as a political thing. Global warming. No, there's not. Global warming. It's like, I believe in global warming,
I
but
do too.
I think it's natural. Call me crazy.
I think most of it's natural. I'm sure a lot of pollution doesn't help, but it's probably not. I mean, I think it would happen anyway, just eventually. So
What I'm saying is I'm not saying that we don't we haven't done shit to help. That's for sure.
that's what I mean.
I
mean, pollution's bad anyway. I mean, even Arnold Schwarzenegger was just talking about that the other day.
right, but even like not even the pollution, let's say, right? Just fuck the pollution. We really fucked up the landscape of this whole country.
Yep.
Like, Hoover Dam and all this fucking
Right.
crazy shit. Like, we really messed up what this place naturally looked like. I would love to see what it used to naturally look like. It'd be probably fucking just, it'd probably blow your mind.
I mean, what about all the chemicals they put on the fields, and
Yeah.
all the steroids and the antibiotics they put in the meat in the animals that's going to be slaughtered
Yeah.
for meat. You know,
Yeah.
This is messing us all up.
Hold on. Now we're gonna go by the lying scale. Okay, I'm just gonna do this for shits and giggles. Okay. So we've managed to fuck it all up in like 500 years, basically. 500 years, short years ago, right? And even way less time
Really,
than that.
I'd say less than
Way less
and
time than
about
that. You could
100
go to any
I would-
stream and be like,
right. I would say 150 years, but that's just me off the top of my head.
yeah. And now it's all ruined. All of it. You can't go to any creek and just like scoop some water out into a cup and be like,
Nope, can't do that.
I mean, you can physically. I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't recommend it.
Don't recommend that.
No. I mean, I personally don't even trust city water to believe it or not, or bottled water or none of that shit. I think that's why I don't drink water. Like, if I do drink water, it's because I really don't feel good and I'm getting it out of my well. There's nothing in there that I know
You
of.
have a cattle farm next to you.
It's true. It looks like he's going to have to move.
No, but it's probably safer for you than what you're saying, though. Like even bottled water or whatever.
Yeah.
I only get the bottled water because it's convenient. You know, take to work.
I know, but what cracks me up is, okay, so this is old Jim Gaffigan, right? The comedian.
Yeah, I know he is.
Old show. Like, he was like he was a comic on one of the like Comedy Central fucking programs.
Okay.
He was just one of the comics that got to come out for like,
15
few minutes or
right.
whatever. Anyway, he was like, what's with bottled water?
Yeah, I remember that.
You remember that? Yeah. And it's true.
Yeah.
Why are we buying bottled water? I could get that right out of the tap, but you know what? I think I'll go to the store and buy some. It's because we've been programmed now that like, that's better for you.
I never said that.
I know that, but I mean, I'm just saying, like, that's what they try to say. It's
I
like,
know.
oh, that's filtered. This by our water. Our water comes from a natural spring. No such thing in this fucking country.
I would say, well, this actually says purified drinking water on it anyway. So, but I would say the worst thing about this is the plastic bottle. That's the worst thing.
Yeah, because they expire too.
That's the whole problem with a lot of the testosterone going down, I guess. A lot of people's talking about it now.
Yeah.
Is plastics leaching into our food and our water and all that. It's because of the bottled stuff and like all your food comes wrapped in plastic anymore. You know,
That's true.
even the milk that I had comes in a plastic jug.
You know what's crazy? Talking about wrapping stuff. Because, plastic,
Uh-huh.
or, like, you use saran wrap and shit like that. I wrapped this steak up that I cooked, right?
Okay.
And forgot about it for like
Okay.
3 days.
Right.
Anyway, I ended up getting it out and microwaved it because I was like, fuck, I'm hungry.
You didn't microwave it with the plastic on it, did you?
No. But when I got it out, no, it had aluminum foil on it.
Oh, okay.
I wrapped it in aluminum foil.
All right.
And when I got it out, I put it in the microwave and heated it up. Got it out. Dude, it was so good.
Was it?
Like, it was still juicy and stuff.
Huh.
So now I just wrap the food in aluminum foil. But I remember my grandma doing that. Like, she only wrapped shit in aluminum foil. She didn't use saran wrap or anything.
Well, actually, aluminum's not good for you either, but I don't think there's as much chance of it leaking into the food as there is plastic.
Right.
And especially, you don't want to be microwaving stuff in plastic. Like plastic bowls and all that.
Oh, yeah.
You shouldn't be even doing that.
Right. Even if they're microwavable
Yeah.
safe.
Yeah. You shouldn't be doing it. Especially if you have young children.
What about paper bowls?
I'm sure they're fine.
Yeah, probably.
But, well, I don't know about
I'm
not sure, but I'm saying they're probably better than plastic.
I would hope so.
At least paper's a somewhat natural, unless there's ink on it. I don't know,
Right.
but
It's like, okay, so
Really, microwave's not really great anyway. Probably.
well,
for
yeah,
you, but,
fuck no.
but
I would say no.
But have you ever, speaking of wrapping stuff in aluminum foil, have you ever had what they call, now this might be politically incorrect,
Hobo dinner?
hobo burgers?
I haven't had a hobo burger, no.
You know
I've
what
had
that is?
hobo dinner.
Okay, well, you just wrap it up in aluminum foil,
Yeah,
throw
you
it
just-
on the
you
fire.
you just throw, you throw little burger sausage or whatever and
Yeah.
onions and fucking
Yeah.
potatoes and whatever. And then you just, wrap it up and fucking throw it over on the coals.
Yep,
Yeah. Those are awesome.
it's pretty good.
Yeah. Yeah, they're amazing. Yeah, there's hobo dinners. There's hobo. I never heard hobo burgers, but now I have. Is that the same thing?
Yeah, my uncle did it one time.
Oh, that you guys called them hobo burgers or whatever? Okay.
We was in Gatlinburg and we had a family reunion down there, and so the next day after our reunion was over, he wanted to go out into the park, out in the natural park,
Right.
with
Yeah,
the
yeah.
trails and all that. So we got to this place, and there was a camp place there, or not a camp place, but they had like picnic tables, and they had charcoal grills set up and everything. So he brought a bag of charcoal, and instead of putting it on the grill, he put it in there was a little place for a campfire. So he made like a little fire in the out of the charcoal,
Right.
and then he just wrapped up some hamburger meat, like made patties out of it,
Oh,
wrapped it
yeah,
up
yeah.
in
Okay,
aluminum
yeah.
foil and just chucked it on there and let it cook in there for a little bit, and kick it over with a stick or something, and
Yeah,
pull
dude.
it out a little while.
Dude, nothing tastes like that,
It's
does
pretty
it?
good. I mean, he also picked up some wood too. He didn't just use charcoal.
Right, yeah. But like when you cook like that, it doesn't really matter what it is. Everything tastes way better when you're just cooking on some
Right.
like
On
coals,
fire.
like
Yeah.
coals and
It's like a
so-
caveman thing.
yeah, I don't know. It tastes amazing.
Yep.
Oh my God, Randy.
What's that?
All right, you ready for this one? You guys ready for this one? Here we go. Uh-oh. America is running low on weapons.
I've heard that already.
Ugh.
Gosh, I've heard that for like a month now.
Well, go into any gun store. I don't think they're running low.
I think they're talking about the military.
Yeah, whatever, dude.
Right.
The only way the military's running low is if they can't buy anymore because we gave all our money to Ukraine.
I think that's the point of it.
Yeah. Like, you guys are idiots. Thanks.
Right. Yeah, I did hear that before.
It's just dumb. But we've talked about it 100 times.
Yep, we sure have.
We should just keep our money. Buy our own shit. Worry about us for a while. If we worried about us for 10 years straight, we'd be the superpower again easy. But we won't.
Well, I don't know.
We're too reliant on other shit now.
People would argue on that. They would say that then you would let China influence the world or Russia influence the world instead of us.
That's what we're doing right now.
I know.
Who wants to be the U.S. right now, really,
Right.
realistically, government-wise?
I don't know.
We're pretty embarrassing as far as the government looks.
I know.
Yeah, we're tough. We're tough.
Somebody was saying, could you imagine if the aliens came down and they seen the greatest country that's ever been in the world or on this earth and look at their leader and the second person in command and
Yeah.
say, what the heck is going on here?
Dude, could you imagine fucking bringing George Washington back right now and being like, yeah, this is what's going on here? He'd probably just drop over
You'd be
dead.
like, man, I should have gave up.
Yeah. Should have just turned it over. This wasn't worth it. What the fuck?
Of course, he'd probably say the same thing about the UK also, too. Because they're in the coots with us most of the time.
Yeah.
I'm talking about the United States, not us.
Yeah, not us.
I mean, people might take that out of context, I guess. Surely people know what I'm talking about. I just listened to this thing earlier today where DeSantis put out a fake video of Trump. It was an AI video
Yeah.
of him had his arm around Dr. Fauci and smooching him on the nose or something.
Oh, my God.
And these guys were all mad about it, saying how just because he like in the caption it said the real Trump. Well, they were taking it literally, like he was saying this is really Trump, but that's not his point. I don't think. I think he was trying to get at this is deep down. This is how Trump really feels. Is pretty much probably
Right.
what he was trying to get at. But
Yeah.
I don't know. Those guys they're all about Trump. I mean, that first they were talking about DeSantis for a while, and
You know who I'm all about?
me.
I want yeah, exactly. That's right. Is whoever the nominees end up being, then that's when I'll start being like, oh yeah, here we go. These are the nominees.
Right.
Has there ever in the history of ever been like two Democrats that face each other or two Republicans that face each other?
No. What do you mean? No, you go through the primary. Whoever comes out ahead is the nominee.
Always been like that?
I think so.
Okay.
Unless one of them, say one of them comes in second, and then they start their own party and run as a third party.
Has anybody flipped their political point during the middle of their presidency?
Not during the presidency, I don't think. But there has been a couple.
That'd be crazy, wouldn't
There's
it?
been a couple. There's been a couple congressmen here. Well, I think who was it? Wasn't AOC? Who's the other one? The other female. She left the Democratic Party. I think we talked about it on here.
Oh yeah.
Cinema did it. That's who it was.
And what's her name? Tulsi Gabbard.
Oh, Tulsi Gabbard did, but yeah,
Yeah.
she's not congressman anymore.
Oh, that's true.
She's still active in the military, though.
Now she's a spy for Russia, according to
According
some people.
to some unnamely people.
And
We're not
according-
gonna.
yeah,
we're not
according-
gonna talk about.
Yeah, according to the Blintons,
Right.
part of the ICA and the BIF. And so's Bush's fucking dad too. But he's dead now, so all his secrets are gone.
Yeah. Oh well. Yeah, we've talked about that before. Oh, somebody was saying also, this is funny. Somebody was saying DeSantis ought to come out with his own campaign speech and try to what was it? Try to bring in some Democrats
Right.
and be like, just crave the D, crave the D,
Crave the D.
DeSantis.
Crave the dick. DeSantis. Dick. I don't think they should do that.
I didn't say dick. I said crave the D.
I know, but everybody knows what the D is. So, hey, baby, you want some D tonight?
Yeah, but D for DeSantis, see, instead
Okay.
of Democrat. I mean, you could say the same. Well, I'm not going to say that one. You could say the same thing about the T. Crave the T.
Crave the titties.
Oh, Trump.
See where my mind goes? You start talking about sex, my mind just can't get away from it. I'm just kidding. Randy's like, fuck you. You want to take a break?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, we're going to take a break. We'll be back after this. You want to stick around because I got some clips to play that I think some of you will find interesting. Some of you get some knowledge, especially, come on, young people. You guys need to stick around. You guys really need to listen. What are you doing? Looking up notes over there?
Yeah, I was just
Reading your cue cards, Biden?
Looking
Huh?
at my points I was wanting to make. Yeah, call me Biden.
Pirates Caribbean.
I can fall down just like anybody.
Yeah, me too. All right, party people. We'll be right back after this. I'm Sean.
And I'm Randy.
And this is
Rule
Rule America. Look at that, Randy. It didn't even work.
What didn't work?
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Rural America Podcast. Randy.
Blue Moon of Kentucky. Oh, no, that's not the song.
Damn. Well, Randy, what do you think this year, how the show's been going?
Oh, it's been going.
Yeah, it's been going. Anyway, Randy, you know where you can find us?
Yeah, RuralAmericaPodcast.com.
.com. Don't forget that part.
Right.
It's on the line, in case you haven't seen it.
Or we're on Spotify, Anchor,
Right there.
YouTube,
YouTube,
sometimes.
sometimes Spotify,
Yeah.
Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts,
Wherever you
shit.
get your podcast.
Yeah, Facebook. Don't forget to get on there and like us and poke us and yeah, make love to us. I'm just kidding. Where am I? I don't know.
Oh my gosh. Wake up, man.
Oh, I'm tired. COVID.
Right?
Yeah. Getting crazy out there. Want to give a shout out to
What?
TCW Wrestling.
Yeah.
Check them out. Go to their YouTube page. You can also check them out on AIM Television. Check them out there as well. Need to get out there and see these guys. Watch some power drives and DDTs and all kinds of shit.
Awesome.
Yeah. What about you, Randy? You gonna get in the dirt?
Oh, yeah. I got Lake Cumberland Speedway. You can go to lcspeedway.net to get on their website. Next month, well, actually this month, when this comes out, April 1st will be an open practice. On the 8th, they will be off.
April 1st. That's over.
Yeah, I know.
Randy's trying to time travel.
I'm just saying, for this month, this is what I'm pulling up for this month.
This is May.
No, this is April.
This is May, bro.
Well, I can do May, too.
Okay, we'll do May.
I'll do both of them.
Well,
How about
there's
that?
one day left in April.
No.
Yeah. It's April 30th, bro.
All right, let's start over. Just start over.
Hell no, we're going to keep on trucking with this one. This one's a good one.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
The Time Traveler.
Okay, so yeah, you're right. I'm sorry. So May 6th, they're off that day. It's Ralph Lantham Memorial, whatever. I don't know about that, but on the 13th of May, it's the Legend Car Special, $1,200 to win. On the 20th of May, Kids Night, info to be announced. And on the 27th of May, Johnny Wheeler Memorial, Ironman Super Late Models, $7,531 to win.
There we go. Shit.
And that's Lake Cumberland Speedway. Check it out. You can go to their website. Like I said, lcspeedway.net.
Yeah, buddy. Anyway, if anyone else would want a shout out for us to do on the next ad campaign that we're going to be doing, hey, write in, let us know. We'll yell it out there for you.
Better shout out Fish Moon.
Fish Moon Brewery, hello. And yeah. And shout out to, here we go, Randy, the list. Oh, shit. United States, Germany, United Kingdom, India, Canada, Brazil, Thailand, Singapore, Israel, Bangladesh, Sweden, Jamaica, Italy, Ireland, Poland, Philippines, Australia, Belgium, Norway, Indonesia, Uruguay, Japan, Taiwan, Hungary, Russia, Dominican Republic, Portugal, Republic of Lithuania, and Denmark. Good night.
Denmark.
Worldwide.
Denmark, was that on there before?
Yeah, it was on there
okay.
before. Yeah, that was the one we kept trying to add, but it took forever for the month to go by. But it's okay.
Well, I was in the last month anyway, remember?
Yeah. So don't forget to find us on Facebook. Listen to us on Spotify. Obviously, if you're listening to this, you're probably already listening to us. Share it. Share it with your friends. Let them have some laughs, okay? Don't hoard this show to yourself. Don't be stingy. Right, Randy?
That's right. And now back to the lizard people.
Yep. We're going back in time again. Hell, we might go back to 1927 when shit was crazy. All right, party people. Let's get back to the show. You guys have fun. I'm Sean.
And I'm Randy.
And this is Rule America. Are you hard, Randy?
Trying, working out a little.
He's working out. He's been working out. I've been working out. Not with weights, just at work. Need to start exercising, I think. I'm feeling weak. I don't know if it's just because like I'm getting older, you know what I mean? So that's what it is, or I don't know if it's from the fucking, the lifestyle that I led forever.
Right. Well, another thing, when you start getting into your 40s, you start losing testosterone. And
I know, man. I need to fucking get on a regiment.
And then
I'm going
also,
to tell doctor, shoot me in the ass with the most powerful testosterone you got. Turn me back into a fucking 15-year-old, okay? I'll be kicking everybody's ass right now.
your wife might not like that.
Or she might love
She
it.
might
Which
love
one? Is it worth the risk? Yeah, it is. Dude, if I could, okay, with the knowledge that I have in my head from work now, right? If I had this knowledge with like a 20-something-year-old fucking testosterone-filled body, I could fucking get shit done so fast. It'd look like I was Superman.
Don't praise yourself too much.
I'm a badass. Okay?
Don't toot your own horn.
Look at all this. Wisdom hairs, Randall.
Yep.
You got a bunch too. See? We'd be in good shape if we just felt like we were 22 again.
22 is a good one. 23 would be the perfect for me.
Yeah, I agree. 23, I was pretty fucking just like fit.
Right.
I felt good.
Right.
I could fucking work my ass off. It didn't bother me at all.
That's right.
And now it's like I'm working my ass off, and then by the time I get home, I'm like, I go to bed. I go to bed now.
Yeah.
You didn't eat dinner. I ate bad. Fuck dinner. I did the other day. We worked from like 6 in the morning till 6 at night, right?
Uh-huh.
And I do construction. People that listen to the show know. Yeah, so it was, gosh, dang it. It's a long day that day, mentally and physically. I got home, no dinner. I nothing. I just went right in there and went to bed.
Really?
Yeah, dude, I was so tired.
Yeah, there was times when I was drinking, I wouldn't eat dinner. There's quite a few of those days.
Yeah, I didn't even have any drinks. I just went to bed.
Is that right?
I was fucking dog tired, dude. Dog tired.
Yeah, man, that's rough the next day, though. Feel even weaker.
Yeah, I did.
Trying to get you a donut or something on the way to work, get some sugar or something.
I stopped and I grabbed I ended up grabbing a bag of chips and like a fucking, some sour Skittles or something like that,
Oh, yeah.
a bunch of sugar. And I ate the chips first so I could coat a little stomach, before
Right.
the sour went down.
Right.
But I ended up pulling through. But dude, on the way on the way home, dude, I was coming off all that sugar and
really?
shit, and I was just like, oh god, am I gonna make it? Am I gonna make it?
Wow.
But yeah, I made it, and then I came right in, and I was like, bed. I'm going to bed. No, nothing. No shower. Nothing. I didn't give a shit. I was bedtime, dude.
Man. Well,
Scary.
I don't know. We can talk about it later, but about me not drinking anymore. If you
No,
want.
you can talk about it now if you want.
Well, I
don't
mean, I
care.
just thought we could probably make a whole half of a show out of it.
Yeah, I guarantee we can. Go ahead. We'll talk about it.
We'll talk about it later. But yeah, but as you can see, I'm drinking milk right now, and I got,
Randy's drinking milk,
I got
trying
a
to get
bottle
his
of water.
trying to get his bones back to normal.
Right. So
Getting old
but
and
we'll
brittle.
talk about that later because there's all kinds of stories I could probably talk about that.
Yeah, there's so many, dude, that I have about me.
All right,
It's insane.
let's do a show about that.
We should.
one of these days.
Yeah, because
Let's wait till next month though.
next month.
Or yeah, whatever.
Okay, we can do that.
I mean, you know,
Tell some of our wild fucking stories.
oh no, just I was thinking about just talking about the
Our trip
our
on
trip.
the road of drinking.
Right.
Yeah.
Hey, you could throw in some wild stories too, if you want.
I mean, I can.
I probably
for,
will, too.
for a little humor.
Yeah, I will too.
For sure. I don't want it to be too dark for
Right.
everybody. So I'll throw in some fucking wild, crazy, stupid stories that I've experienced in my life. Oh my God, there's so many. It's just
Okay.
unreal.
All right. Well, let's do that here in a month or so. You want to? Give me time to think of some stuff.
Okay. Can I tell a story though?
you
Right
want,
now,
right now.
about
Go
one of
ahead.
the drunken escapades I had.
Go ahead. Was
Okay.
when some guy bit your ear or something?
No.
Locked himself out of out of the freaking hotel. Okay, go ahead.
Now, let me tell you guys something, party people. Me and Randy are going to be no longer drinking. We're shutting our lives down on the drinking episode. But anyway, we're gonna explain all that on next month, and we'll do it next month because then you'll understand why. It's like a surprise. But anyway, there was a time when I was young, in my 20s, early 20s, mid 20s, something like that. Anyway, Friday night, party time.
Right.
Been working all week, construction, single, by the way. Partying it up. I'm going down to the bar. I'm going to, go down there and just have some drinks, listen to whoever the DJ is, and just sit there and play some pool, have a good evening or whatever. Have a fucking wild time because I'm in my 20s and who cares?
Right.
I go in there. I had a Ford Ranger at the time. I go in the bar, in there for a while, hanging out, talking. I sit up at the bar. There's a chick and a dude sitting, there's a chick sitting next to me and then another dude. They were sitting there before I walked up. That was the only chair available. It's not like I just purposely sat next to some chick. So I got up there, got my drink, whatever. They both started talking to me. I thought they were a couple. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
And, we were all talking or whatever. And the dude got up and went to the bathroom, and then this chick was like, so what do you, are you doing anything after the bar or whatever? And I was like, no, just going home. And she's like, oh, really? How long are you going to stay? And I said, oh, I'm going to stay for a while. And then she's like, okay, well, would I be able to how about I just stay here with you and we hang out?
Oh yeah.
And I said, yeah, dude, I don't think your boyfriend in there is going to like that very much. She's like, it's not my boyfriend. That's my fucking brother.
Oh.
And I was like, oh, really? Oh, shit. I was like, yeah, that's cool. I was like, that's fine. So then her brother didn't want to leave,
Oh right.
right, leave his sister there.
I got you.
And he was like, you really going to drop her off tomorrow? And I was like, yeah, dude, I'll drop her off tomorrow. I promise, He's like, all right, man. He's like, she's fucking crazy, dude. I'm going to let you know. And I was like, well, whatever. So he left. I'm with this chick hanging out. We're having a good time. Comes time to leave, right? Bar's closing. We got to go home.
Right.
I'm thinking in my mind, you know what I'm thinking in my mind. Oh, it's Pound Town time. So we go out to my truck. My truck's locked. My keys are sitting on my seat. I said, motherfucker, dude. She's like, what happened? I said, my keys got locked in my fucking truck. She's like, oh my God. Well, here comes some dudes out of the bar, right?
Right.
They're just leaving. Nothing to do with nothing. They're just talking to each other. Two dudes.
You gotcha.
This chick goes, "Fuck you talking about, motherfucker?" Like acting crazy, dude.
Oh, no.
Right? And I'm like, oh my God, what's going on right now? I was like, hey, come on, let's go. I was like, let's get the fuck out of here. And she's like, oh, how we leaving? Your shit's locked, right?
Uh-huh.
So I was so fucking in the moment. And then I was getting so pissed that this chick was acting this way, dragging two dudes into a situation.
Right.
And I'm like, I'm not going to be able to beat these two dudes up. I'm not He-Man, okay? So I look in my truck bed and I had a hammer. So I grabbed it and I smashed my fucking window out. Got my keys and I was like, hey, let's go. And then she got in. And then you can just use your imagination after that, kids, about what happened, okay? Now,
Sean the player.
that was a fun one, okay?
Okay.
But there's been plenty of fucking awful stories. Way more awful than good. Just saying. On my end.
My stories are probably pretty boring compared to yours because I was married before I was 21.
Yeah. Well, I got some sad drunk stories too. That, because I acted like a fucking idiot and hurt people's feelings. And,
Yeah, I did.
that type of shit.
We don't get into that now.
Threw my whole family out of my house one time on New Year's Eve because I drank whiskey. Told them all, get the
Dang
fuck
it.
out of my house.
Whiskey will get you.
Yeah.
Whiskey will get you. It's a whole different drunk. I'll tell you a story one time when I was a kid. Now this is doesn't have nothing to do with alcohol or anything, but it's kind of a funny story. I was just thinking of it when you said you was going to tell stories. I was staying with my cousins in Michigan, right, and staying at my aunt and uncle's house, and they lived in this little cul-de-sac in like this little subdivision, like right off from the city.
Yeah.
And so both the boys that were like my age, one of them was a little younger than me. They had bicycles, and I was probably, I don't know, I had to be like 10 years old or so, or maybe 12.
Right.
I think it was before puberty.
Pre-pubes, huh?
Yeah. And the reason why I said that is it'll come in later. But so both my cousins had their own bicycles. Well, the only other bicycle in the garage was my aunt and uncle's bicycles.
Right.
Right, and they were these old style bicycles with the handlebars like this.
Oh yeah,
like
an old Schwinn.
Yeah, or something.
Yeah,
and then they had they were like big framed and
Yeah.
everything. But I always rode my my aunt's bicycle, which was a girl's bike. You know,
Right.
because it was so tall.
Yeah,
let's what?
Bicycle companies did that on purpose.
Oh, I know.
Motherfuckers. The lower one should have been the dude's bike.
It should have been, right?
You know?
I know. Anyway, I would always ride hers because it was so tall for me. It was easier for me to get on because it was set up pretty high. I mean, it wasn't like a dirt bike, like a little kid's dirt bike.
Right.
It was like, a taller bike. So I'd get on it and ride around. Well, I don't know where my cousins were at the time, but I was showing off because there was this girl that was a neighbor that was like our age.
Yeah.
And she was out in her yard, and she had a chain link fence around her yard.
Yeah.
And I was showing off, and I looked back at my cousin's house for some reason, probably just to see if they could see that I was showing off. And I ran into that chain link fence and hit my nuts right on the handlebars. I never felt so ashamed because I went in after that. It hurt so bad. I went in and my aunt goes, "We'll take a shower and see how you feel afterwards." Right. And I said, okay. So
Take a shower.
I went in, I took a shower, and the whole area was swelled up.
I guarantee it.
Sausage and links and all.
I don't think the hot water probably helped either.
Probably not.
You probably needed a cold shower.
So anyway, I
Oh,
came
my
downstairs.
God.
I mean, it was like 7:30 at night. It was still daylight out, right? But it's like 7:30. So I came downstairs in my pajamas because I wasn't going back out again. And so then I come downstairs and I told my aunt, I said, I don't know, but it's swelled up. And she goes, it's swelled up. What do you
Let
mean?
me see it.
She did. She asked me to let
Oh,
her see it.
Did you flip that big motherfucker out and say, look at that shit?
No, but she never looked at me the same after that.
Are you serious?
No, I'm just teasing.
So what happened?
Nothing really.
She seen your shit, and then what'd she say? Oh, I'm so sorry. Go
No,
to
she
bed.
she just said, oh, it'll, I think she said, I'll get you some ice, and she put some ice in a
Bag.
Ziploc bag or something, and said, put that on there for a little while, and it'll probably go down, and it did finally. But
Then did you call her in?
no,
Aunt,
no, that's my actual.
this thing crawled up inside me. It's too cold.
No, she's my actual mom's sister, so she's actually blood related. So.
Dude, that's so fucking good. Crushed your dick,
Yeah, it was.
and then had to have your aunt look at it.
Oh, and the funny thing is, then my uncle had, when he got home from work, had to
Did
go.
he
over.
have to look at it?
No, but he went over and picked up the bicycle because I left it laying over at the neighbors.
Zoof. Oh, God. There ain't nothing like it, though, is there? The
No,
first time
no,
you
no,
do it?
no.
Oh, God, dude.
That's the only time I've ever had anything swell up like that, though.
Dude, the first time that I ever really hurt myself like that was at a pool. Like, not a public pool. It was somebody's house, man. So I ran and jumped off the fucking deck. And when I jumped off the little deck, I was going in like this, like Rocket Man. You know what I mean? Like, And this fucking idiot came out of the water at the same time, and I smoked my fucking balls right on his forehead. And I said, it knocked the wind out of me, and then I fell in the water.
Yeah.
And then I thought I was drowning.
Oh,
It was awful.
at least I
dude.
didn't have to worry about drowning.
Yeah, and then I came out of that pool. I've never felt a burning sensation like that in my entire life. That burned. It hurt, dude. This thing got smushed right on his forehead.
I don't really remember what it felt like.
I really wish that I knew who that guy was.
I think I blocked it out.
That's why I wish I knew who that guy was. I could text or email him and be like, "Hey, man, remember that time I fucking straight ball planted your forehead in the pool?"
The funny thing is, my cousin still gives me shit about it every once in a while. He'll be like, "You remember when my mom had to look at your junk?"
So yeah, tell her to come here. Hey, look at this, Aunt blah blah. There you go. Swelling went down.
Definitely.
Like, no, it grew, but the swelling actually went down.
Oh well.
Okay, now I'm just getting real vulgar now.
Uh-oh.
Let's move on.
Let's move on. Did you hear that, seriously, this is actual news thing, that North Korea is now part of the World Health Organization?
Shut your fucking mouth. It is not.
Yeah, they have like a, what do you call it, a leadership role in it.
How in the fuck is that possible?
I don't know, I'm just saying. Something I heard.
Look here, people. You guys need to make friends with butchers and farmers.
Right.
Because
Somebody who
shit's
has a lot of chickens.
yeah, shit's about to get so dumb.
I don't know, man. I don't know how that happened. Also, Trump was indicted for the second time. You hear about that?
Yeah.
What, yesterday, I think? Well, yesterday, we're sitting here talking, but
Yeah, over the classified papers.
Right,
Okay,
classified
well, what about
Biden
Biden?
or
Yeah.
Pence.
Or yeah. What about them guys?
What about Hillary Clinton for deleting all of those emails?
I told you, man.
They were all classified.
I fucking told you. Like, I told you that if he announced he was going to run as president, they're going to hold him up doing all kinds of shit.
Yeah, I think he has to be in, I think he has to go back to Florida Tuesday, this coming Tuesday,
Yeah.
to, whatever, accept the charges or whatever. I don't know what it is, but.
It's so stupid. You got other people that's doing the same exact shit, but
Right. But they're Democrats.
It's not a big
allowed.
deal.
It's allowed. They have Democrat privilege.
it's for now.
Yeah, until a Republican gets in, I guess.
Yeah. And then it's not going to be good for the Democrats.
Remember whenever Trump was running the first time, he kept saying, lock her up, and he never did do nothing about it? I bet he wishes he did now.
Yeah. But he might have been afraid to been suicide.
Oh, that's true. I never thought of that. He probably, he might be smart on that part.
Trump probably hired his own fucking Secret Service fucking people.
It's hard to tell. He might have. Although I think part of the Secret Service was they were in on the whole classified document thing about turning them in and all that.
Well, okay. I wonder
I think I heard
now. I don't know the answer to this. It's probably a common fucking answer. Everybody probably knows it but me. But anyway, so when you become president, right, you get to go in, you get to redecorate the fucking whatever. You pick your own vice president. Do you get to pick your own Secret Service?
I
Or
don't
do you
know.
get the other administration? Because I'd be like,
I have no
fuck you
idea.
guys. You guys get out of here.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
I
how
don't
that
trust
works.
you. You protected somebody else. Swore to somebody else you'd protect them. Get the fuck out of here.
I think I said it on here before. That guy I used to play golf with, he's a hardcore lefty, but he was a Secret Service guy for Nixon, who was a Republican.
Right. Yeah. No. That wouldn't fly in my administration.
of course, he was, all about it because
You know what they could say to me? They could be like, I cannot believe that he spent all his money tracking down these Navy SEALs to be his Secret Service.
right.
Right? And then I would say, well, you weren't complaining when all the tax money was going to Malibu to pay for Hunter Biden's apartment with Secret Service protection. Fuck you.
Yeah. Well.
I'd rather have like Navy SEALs and shit protecting
Oh yeah,
me,
definitely,
dude,
definitely.
than some Secret Service. Have you seen some of them people? They look fucking like they couldn't protect shit.
Yeah, they got the pencil protector.
Yeah.
A lot of them. Yeah.
Thought I seen something. Never mind.
I don't know. I'm not saying some of them are probably pretty badass, but
No, I'm saying, well, any of them could beat the fuck out of me.
Oh, I'm sure,
easy,
yeah.
or shoot me, or whatever. But I'm just saying, I wouldn't want the other administration's Secret Service. I just wouldn't want that. They should go, because they get Secret Service for 10 years after their presidency.
is that right? I don't.
Yeah.
Know. I don't know how long it is.
Yeah, it's 10 years. So
Okay.
their team should go with them. And I should get them a new team that I pick. Plain and
Okay.
simple.
All right.
Jocko Willing.
Right.
Joe Rogan.
I think he's a little busy.
Okay. John Jones.
All right.
Conor McGregor. That would be my Secret Service.
Okay.
They'd just be fucking people up left and right. It'd be great. I wouldn't be scared at all to go out anywhere. I would be scared if I had the Biden administration's Secret Service.
Could you imagine Joe Rogan do his podcast from the White House?
Well, if I was president, I'd let him.
Well, I would
I'd just
too.
go ahead. Oval Office,
Wait,
man.
we'll
Put it
you-
on
Put
video.
your studio in
I don't
there.
give a shit. I'm not going to go in there.
Right.
What about your speeches? I'm not fucking talking to you fucking people. I'm doing what needs to be done.
Oh well. Oh, Biden's been implicated in bribery scheme over the Ukraine
You don't say.
prosecutor deal. You know where he
Yeah,
told
yeah.
them they had to fire the prosecutor. $5 million, I guess. That was FBI.
That's what they paid him?
That was the FBI that said that was FBI document.
See, man, that's what.
I think it was called the Burisma scandal.
But what's that called, though? If you're paying off another country for something, isn't that treason, technically?
I don't know, man.
I don't fucking know either, but it pisses me off.
I couldn't
This
even-
dude just obviously loves wasting money.
I couldn't believe
That's not his.
I couldn't figure out if Biden's the one that got the $5 million or if he was the one that paid the $5 million. From that story that they were talking about, I still can't figure that out. But somehow or another, there's $5 million involved.
Biden
It had to
is-
do with Biden
Yeah.
and getting the prosecutor fired that was supposed to be.
You know what his problem is?
Prosecuting the
Biden's
person.
fucking lived on taxpayer money for too long.
50 years, right?
Yeah.
At least.
So that dude needs to fucking get gone.
Shh, you shouldn't say that.
I don't care. To be honest with
Is
you,
that a threat, Sean?
No, it's not. But I think Trump should get gone too because he's 70, almost 80 years old.
He'll be 79 this year, I think.
Yeah, so go on, dude. Like, why don't you take all your shit and connections and everything that you have and like put it towards somebody else that's younger and can fucking actually do something? Don't have to worry about having a dude. If you're almost 80 and you really believe like, oh yeah, I'm gonna finish fucking my next term easy, then you obviously have so much money that you are fucking buying your way through life, like.
Could you imagine how.
They're keeping you alive with meds or something
Right.
that you can only afford.
Could you imagine how Gavin Newsom felt whenever Biden announced that he was going to run again? He was probably pissed.
I guarantee it. And I can't believe that his little puppeteers would even let him even announce that crazy shit.
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm running again,
Oh, they probably want him to.
right?
They probably want him to.
I know, but my problem is I think they're going to use Biden as a decoy now to look like dog shit next to another candidate and then push that candidate like, oh, well, yeah, we need this person. And then they win again, and then we still have the same shit show, just a different person.
I don't know. It's hard to tell. Hard to tell what's going to
This
happen.
person is of color, LGBTQ, blah, 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 blah. Blah, 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 blah. It's going to be the first of everything of ever. It's like, yeah, well, we don't want that. We just want the country to be normal and run normally, economically.
Yeah, I can.
I
don't
and
care.
then everybody else wants left the fuck alone.
Yeah, I don't care who it is, as long as the economy runs good. I don't know.
People can sit around.
I had the argument with your mother-in-law about who was it? I think it was when Trump was running the first time. I didn't really like Trump, but when he was the nominee, she goes, I don't know about him. He's not even Christian or something like that. And I said, well, I don't care as long as they're a good leader or whatever. It don't matter to me if they're Christian or not. And she goes, oh no, they got to be Christian, which I agree that probably helps if they are, but.
I mean, not really.
Well,
We're in a land of immigrants.
what I'm saying is it helps only because they would at least have some kind of moral foundation, even no matter what religion they are.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? If they have some kind of religion, most of them have some kind of moral compass.
Well, yeah. That's the biggest thing with anybody that's religious. They have morals.
Right.
Because they have a religion.
Yep.
That's what our problem is. We don't have them. We need to get some religion in our life, Randy.
All right. Scientology, here we come.
No, I'm not.
Just teasing, man.
Ain't no fucking way.
Gosh, don't take me so literal. I told you not to believe anything I said on here.
I know. I'm just teasing. But there's no way. If that was the last one left on Earth to join, I'd be like, yeah, I think I'm going to pass. I'm sorry. There's just no way. I can't do this. I can't believe in something that happened in the 70s. And some dude became some cult, and everybody still believes
Wasn't
some
that
dead
guy-
dude's bullshit.
Wasn't he, before he was the leader, or before he started that religion, wasn't he like a scientific novelist?
He was something, yeah.
Or not scientific, what do you call it? Science fiction.
Science fiction novelist.
Yeah.
I think he was.
I think something like that. That's what I heard, something.
But yeah, and then, obviously that led to nowhere. But
What?
this is going to make Christians mad, okay?
No, don't make Christians mad.
Oh, no, don't make them mad. But what I'm saying is,
Sorry, that was me.
is that you look at Waco, right?
Yeah.
You look at that shit. You look at any cult-ish thing, right? It's put to an end by the government.
Yeah,
Right.
if you have weapons.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is like even back in like Jesus' time, right? That dude
Oh yeah.
was technically leading a rebellion,
That's true.
Into this new Christian religion, and
Well, I don't think that's new. Well, Christianity was new, I guess.
Yeah.
But
that's
yeah.
what he did.
that's
But
that's
he
why
was
they
a-
call it Christianity.
Yeah,
is
because he was a
him.
Jew. He was
Yeah,
born
right.
Jewish, but then had this new teaching or whatever. And I heard Ben Shapiro, who's Jewish.
Right.
I heard him once say, "No, Jewish believe that he was
A real person.
a real person
Yep.
against the establishment
Right.
that was doing something new, and he got killed for his trouble,
Yeah.
like anybody
I think
else."
I heard him say that here recently within the last year or so. He said that.
So that is a possibility. No one around today was there. Do you know what the Bible was written in, Randy?
Hebrew?
Yeah. Do you,
And nobody can read, or nobody can actually read that now?
not that Hebrew. No.
Yeah, not that.
Then they translated it, and then they kept. I think it's still 18 stories. They kept them out of the Bible.
Is that right? I didn't hear
Yep,
that.
the Vatican did.
Oh, really?
They have 18 stories of the Bible that's not even in there.
Can you see them if you go to the Vatican?
Nope. That's what I mean. Like we don't
Speaking of that, why is the Vatican its own country?
exactly.
Kind of like Disney World,
It's
isn't
kind of like fucking. Yeah, it's kind of like the government. It's just very weird. My theory is we know nothing about nothing about nothing.
That's true.
You know what? You know what fucked shit up is when we all started fucking not being cavemen or whatever we were at one time.
Well, thank the aliens for that.
They were here before, obviously.
Just teasing.
I am a huge, not I don't. Okay, that's too strong of a word. I'm not a huge believer, but I do sort of think that there has been several other things that's been just wiped out, like humanity wise, like humans, and we did lose technology and shit.
Yeah.
And now we're rediscovering like old technology, basically. And then we're going to get wiped out again because here we go again. Fucking going into some weird realm of fucking weirdness, man. Just, I want to be left alone. Randy?
Me too.
Gosh, dang it.
I didn't know that had a flip top on it. Until just now. I'm easily amused.
Randy's always playing games.
I'm
on here.
easily amused.
I guess. It's okay. You can do whatever you want.
Did you hear about Tucker Carlson come back?
The Fox?
No.
No.
No, he had a show on Twitter.
Oh, no, I didn't.
You didn't hear about that?
No.
Oh, really? It was all over the place.
No, I didn't.
It got like, the first night it got over 20 million views.
I bet it did.
And since then, I heard today that, this is Friday, right? I heard today it was over 100 million. No, actually, I heard that yesterday. Sorry. Heard that yesterday. It was over 100 million views.
I don't have a problem with Tucker Carlson.
I don't either.
I don't know why they fired him.
I mean, I don't, like everybody else. You
I thought
don't
that was silly.
You don't agree with everything he says, but at least he says what he thinks. I think.
Yeah, that's what I like. People who, like, I tell my wife this all the time. If you got something to say to me, I'd rather you just say it. You saying something isn't going to make me upset.
Right.
You not saying anything, and then you wait, and you wait, and you wait, and you wait, and then you fucking just start losing your mind about all kinds of shit that maybe have happened like months ago. Like, fuck you, dude. Why are you traveling back for? I'd rather her be like, you're fucking being a dick and a prick and blah, 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 blah. Right to my face, and then I'd just be like, holy shit, Then blow up about shit that happened forever ago, because that doesn't matter.
Passive aggressive. Is that what she is?
I don't know.
Oh,
I just
I think most people are.
I just don't live in the past at all. Like I don't care.
Well, why all the tattoos then?
What do you mean?
I'm just teasing you, man. God.
They don't come off. I tried Windex and everything.
Did you try this the Easy Eraser or whatever it's called?
No, but I tried to shoot and cum on my arm one time, and I figured that'd work the same because something has to be magic about the erasers, but that wasn't it. So, I wonder what's in a magic eraser because those things are amazing.
They are kind of amazing.
I mean, hardcore amazing. They get anything off.
I know. It's kind of weird.
Some kind of alien technology.
That's
I
probably
bet.
what it
It
is.
has to
Had
be.
to come up Area 59.
Mr. Clean fucking figured it out. He patented that shit and said nobody else is getting fucking the old magic eraser.
Yeah. It does work pretty good.
Especially when kids drawing shit and you didn't want them to.
Speaking of that Tucker Carlson thing, they said that Fox is trying to sue him now. But people are saying, how can you sue somebody for putting something on their social media account?
And that you fired.
Well, they didn't actually fire him yet.
Oh.
He's still under contract.
Oh.
But
So they
It
just
still is-
canceled his show and
Yes.
they're just leaving him dangling
yes,
out on this
yes, that's-
fucking string.
That's what they're doing, yeah.
I'd be like, you can either give me my money and cut our ties, or I'm gonna fucking sue you for canceling my show.
Yeah, that's what he should do. But instead of that, he put a show out on Twitter, which technically people are saying that's just like your company saying something to you about something you posted on Twitter. I mean, it doesn't have
Yeah,
anything to do
like,
with
fuck
them.
you.
It doesn't have anything to do with them.
No, as long as he's not on there being like, Fox News sucks.
Yeah, right.
You know, whatever. Don't ever watch them or whatever.
Exactly.
Because then that'd be slander.
Yep.
And then that would probably breach his contract or whatever.
Right.
But yeah, you can't fucking do anything about that. Too bad, Fox News, for you. You shouldn't have been idiots and gave in to whoever in the fuck wrote you a letter.
I don't know, man.
I mean, it must have been somebody super fucking powerful to cancel your number one show. That's all I'm saying. That it has to be. Why else would you do that?
I don't think Fox is on the Trump bandwagon this time. So they wanted to get rid of Tucker before the election. That's what I'm thinking. Or that's what people are saying. I don't know.
Who knows? People are ridiculous nowadays.
Ridiculous.
That's all right. Live your life, okay? Live your life the
don't
way
worry-
you want to. If
Don't
you
worry
have
about other people.
Yeah, if you have regrets, you come back as a basketball. Hey, it's your fucking fault. Bounced on your face all day. Anyway, party people, you ready to end the show?
I'm ready if you are. I don't think I've got anything else really.
Well, we hope you enjoyed the show. We are glad that you stuck around for the second half, and I'm a liar because I do have something else. I have two more things. I didn't play the skits.
Oh, you got some skits?
Shit, I forgot. I'm sorry. Sorry, everybody. Please stick around for the skits. Hold on, I got one right now. You ready?
Right. I'm ready.
Oh shit.
I will beat.
This should shake every
Because,
American to the core.
Everyone knows if I'm the nominee, I will beat Biden, and I will serve 2 terms, and I will be able to destroy leftism in this country and leave woke ideology on the dustbin of history.
This should
That was DeSantis. That's what DeSantis said.
Yeah, I've heard that before.
Yeah. So I was like, I don't know why that's supposed to shake every American to the core.
He has a bad problem. He's not very dynamic when he speaks, you know. Like at least Trump and even Obama, they were good speakers.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's what people are saying about DeSantis.
Right. Oh, he's not a good speaker.
He doesn't have any charisma.
He doesn't have that. Mm,
Yeah,
I got you.
he kind of just sounds like a lawyer talking or something.
Okay, and then I got another clip.
Well, let's hear it.
And now it is my great honor to introduce the President of the United States, President Joe Biden.
It's booty juice. Listen, booty juice.
Thank you, Secretary Buttigieg.
Secretary Booty Juice.
Is that when he come right out of the basement then?
Yeah, I'm sure he did. He probably just woke up. They shot him up with this
Right.
little methamphetamine fucking kicker, and he was like, "Thank you, Secretary Booty Juice." Yeah. And then I have a really good clip that we can talk about when this is over. It's kind of long, but I'm glad I didn't forget about this because it's very educational. This is Candace Owens.
Oh, this ought to be good.
It's fucking very good, dude. Okay, remember how we played what's his name? Thomas Sowell or Sowell or whatever. Okay, this is like kind of like that topic, but it's like way more detail and like she goes into it. It's kind of a long clip, so I'm just saying bear with us. But it's very educational and it's very cool or whatever. So I hope everybody enjoys to listen to this because like some people might have heard it already, but it's very good. So here we go.
Brief history of slavery. Here's the first thing you need to know. Slavery was not invented by white people. It did not start in 1619 when the first slaves came to Jamestown. It existed before then. It did not start in 1492 when Columbus discovered the New World. In fact, when the intrepid explorer landed in the Bahamas, the native Taino tribe hoped that he would help them defeat their aggressive neighbors, the Caribs. The Caribs enslaved the Taino and, on occasion, served them for dinner. Slavery existed in Africa, Asia, and the Middle East. The word slave actually comes from the Slavs of Eastern Europe. Millions of them, all white by the way, were captured and enslaved by Muslims in the 9th century and later by the Ottoman Turks. Slavery existed when the Roman Empire controlled the Mediterranean and most of Europe from the 1st through the 5th centuries. Slavery existed when Alexander the Great conquered Persia in the 4th century BC. It was so common that Aristotle simply considered it natural. The slave master model was just how the world operated in the great philosopher's day. Slavery existed during the time of the ancient Egyptians 5,000 years ago. As far back as we can go in human history, we find slavery. As renowned historian John Steele Gordon notes from time immemorial, slaves were a major item of commerce. As much as a third of the population of the ancient world was enslaved. Here's the second thing you need to know. White people were the first to formally put an end to slavery. In 1833, Britain was the first country in the history of the world to pass a Slavery Abolition Act. They were quickly followed by France, who in 1848 abolished slavery in her many colonies. Then, of course, came the 13th Amendment in the United States Constitution. After centuries of human slavery, white men led the world in putting an end to the abhorrent practice. That includes the 300,000 Union soldiers, overwhelmingly white, who died during the Civil War. Now, am I saying that this makes white people better than anyone else? Of course not. My purpose here is to simply tell the truth, and the truth is that human history is complicated. No one, regardless of skin color, stands guiltless. Yet today we are never told to consider the murderous Persian Empire or the cannibalism of indigenous tribes of North and South America or the heinous actions under the imperialistic Muslim, Chinese, Mongol, or Japanese empires, to name just a few. Instead, we're told that slavery is a white phenomenon. And like all persistent lies, this lie spawns a bunch of other lies. On social media, I come across extraordinary depictions about how Africans lived like pharaohs before Europeans came and laid waste to their paradise. I wish any of this were true, but it's not. It's a fantasy. The truth is that Africans were sold into slavery by other black Africans, and in many cases, sold for items as trivial as gin and mirrors. Whites didn't go into the interior and round up the natives. they waited on the coast for their black partners to bring them black bodies. The stark reality is that our lives had very little value to our ancestors. Here's the third thing you need to know. If you think slavery is a relic of the past, you're wrong. There are some 700,000 slaves in Africa today, right now. That's the lowest estimate that I could find. Other sources say there are many more. For context, that's almost twice as many slaves as were ever brought to the United States. Child soldiers, human trafficking, forced labor, these are the conditions that currently exist within the same sub-Saharan region where the transatlantic slave trade originated. African bodies are being sold today like they were sold then, and no, they are not being purchased by any country of white men. In fact, slavery, by any traditional definition, is exclusively practiced today within non-white countries. But we hear almost nothing about that. Just like we hear nothing about how slavery was universal until good people in Europe and America ended it 2 centuries ago. Why? Because our so-called leaders, black and white, wouldn't profit from it. Black victimhood is nothing if not profitable. It elects politicians and funds racial grievance groups. And if black Americans began to view themselves as partners in the American dream, if we embraced the patriotic spirit that holds all men are created equal, the patriotic spirit that is our real heritage, then the race hustlers would soon be out of business. And who wants that? I'm Ken.
So yeah,
I know I heard that before, but you didn't play that before, did you?
no,
Okay, because I think I've heard that before. But
I don't think I played it before.
I think
I should. It's a newer video though, so
right. Yeah, I think on the Rubin Report, he played it, or he said, he quoted a tweet that Thomas Sowell had put out or something.
Right.
It said something about I don't know. It was really good. I can't remember what it all was, but it had something to do with a lot of that,
Right.
about race hustlers and stuff like that.
Yeah. It's ridiculous.
Also,
Because now they're bringing it back. Like, it went away for a while. Now they're trying to bring the race shit back. It's just like, dude,
yeah,
I thought we all moved past this whole situation.
I think I'm not gonna say it, but yeah. But I was also gonna say I think I've heard it on. Now, I haven't checked it out, but I guess you can go online and actually watch the slave trade online.
No shit. Like over in Africa?
It's over in what's the country that Gaddafi was the leader of?
Well, it's in Africa.
Well, okay, yeah.
It-
Shoot, what
It's
is that?
See, that's another thing people forget. Africa is a continent, not a country.
That's true. Yeah, it's you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah,
Where
yeah.
Gaddafi was the
Yeah,
leader
was it the
of-
Congo?
No, not Congo. Hang on, I'll look it up.
Son of a bitch.
I know. I was
I
trying
know
to
what
think
you're
of it-
talking about,
I was trying
but-
to think of it the whole time she was talking.
Yeah. But I mean, that is real history, and that is the real now. What's going on, and
Right.
people don't want to even acknowledge any of that, and that's the sad part.
Why is it so blurry? Libya.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess you can go online and watch the slave trade online live. I guess.
Isn't that fucked
I
up,
don't. I
dude?
wouldn't know how to do it, but somebody said you could do that. That's going on today, right now.
Yeah, right now.
Yeah.
And that's
and-
probably more than just slave trade. That's probably like sex trade.
And I was also
all that's crazy.
When she first started talking, I was thinking the same thing, that there's more slaves today. There's more slavery going on right now today than there ever was in the past.
Well, yeah, dude. All you have to do is have money
I guess
and know the right people.
something we don't have.
Yeah, neither one of them. We have no money and we know the wrong people.
That's true.
Isn't that crazy?
Oh well,
Yeah.
sorry to get it off of this with a sad note there.
Oh yeah, I think we're good. I think we hit some people with some knowledge at the end. You know, It's still going on.
She has a lot of good points.
Don't let the media drive us as a country apart because of our skin color.
That's
You know
what
what I
they're
mean?
trying to do. I know, but
It's just annoying.
yeah,
I look at everybody like, hey, you're a cool fucking dude. I like you a lot. Or you're a piece of shit. I don't want to know who you are.
right.
I don't care what color you are.
I like Candace Owens. I have disagreed with her a few times. I've heard her speak a few times.
No, I've disagreed with her. Like, yeah.
But she does have a lot of good points a lot of times. She's really knowledgeable, that's for sure.
Super knowledgeable, and then also, like, you can't even argue with that because those are facts of
Yeah,
life.
that's true.
Like, that's all real.
I think
everybody-
what we played about Thomas Sowell, that was kind of similar to that, right?
Yeah.
That's what I thought.
Yeah. But when I seen that clip, I thought, we got to get that on the show because it's a newer clip. It's
got
somebody newer,
Right.
you know. Like,
Younger.
and yeah, younger, fucking hit on the younger generation, fucking, you know, here's the real history behind everything.
Right.
Don't trust that. Oh, Christopher Columbus discovered America. Wasn't there people already here? They were savages. Yeah, okay. They were so savage that I'm not saying they weren't savage, because they fought each other. Before we got here, native tribes fought each other for land, and
I'd like to be savage, wouldn't you?
I guarantee if you were able to bring back a Native American back to life from back then, they would fuck any of us up real quick.
That's for sure.
Even UFC fighters. I bet they
Probably.
would just
I bet you
go
they'd give them
banshee crazy. Yeah, dude. Like fucking crazy. Well, another point is they wouldn't know the rules, so they'd be eye
true.
gouging and fish hooking and fucking everything. Yeah, so it'd be great. It'd be a great fight. I couldn't imagine. You know who else I couldn't imagine fighting? A fucking Amish person.
Oh,
a
that's for
man,
sure.
Amish man. Well, maybe a woman, to be honest with you.
Yep.
I bet they're strong as fuck, too. They're probably strong like we are, like regular dudes, and then their dudes are strong like fucking apes.
Yeah.
Dude, Amish people are so strong.
They got that farmer strength.
Dude,
talked
it's
about.
unreal, though.
They,
They got like the farmer and the retard strength combined. It's crazy.
I don't know if I'd say that, but
I
I understand what your point
I
is.
say what
supposed to
I
be.
want.
I understand what your point is supposed to be.
Dude, it's just unbelievable how strong they are.
Right, I know.
It's scary. The only problem is they can't fight either because they don't have any rhythm because they never watch TV or listen to music or anything. So they don't know about like the culture of like, oh yeah, there was all these white boxers, but then came along like Muhammad Ali,
Right.
Mike Tyson, fucking Lennox Lewis, all these people, right, who were dominating boxing, right? But if you put an Amish strength into Mike Tyson, at his size, I mean, you know what I mean? He would have hit somebody and killed him right off the get-go. Dead. Dead.
You mean if he was built like Mike Tyson, or what? What are you saying?
Yeah, I'm saying
If he was the same size,
If fucking you take an Amish guy the size of fucking Mike Tyson,
right?
and you put him in a ring, and that dude knows how to box like Mike Tyson,
Oh yeah.
that dude's gonna kill someone as soon as he punches.
I don't know. It'd be hard to tell, but
Holy shit, dude! Amish people are crazy strong, dude. I bet they're way stronger than Tyson,
I don't know, man. But maybe.
Arnold Schwarzenegger, fucking Van Damme, fucking
Oh, man.
old Stallone, dude. Amish people are fucking strong. It's unrealistic. It's what reminds me of our past. Is like when I watch them work and shit. It's just like, yeah, that's how we all used to be. It was normal.
Yeah, I know my grandpa. He was a really stout dude. That's all he ever did was physical labor. So he didn't look like it, but he was stout as heck. You know, I mean,
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what we're getting ready to get back into. All of us,
we're gonna have to eventually.
you know, all of us are going to be like these fucking, oh, your toxic masculine body. It's going to be like, really? I have a dad bod now.
right?
Ugh, disgusting. Put these skinny jeans on and this belly shirt and act like you belong in this society. God, Grandpa, get it together. I'm going to be like, I will get it together. Kill you and all your fucking friends if you ever come over here in a belly shirt. This ain't 1980 fucking 2, okay? That time's done came and went.
Did you ever have one?
A belly shirt?
Yeah.
No.
I did when I was a kid. I had one time. I think it was Kings Island shirt. And they just, my mom bought
Right,
it,
yeah,
you know?
yeah.
And it
Isn't
was-
that nuts, though? If you think about it, like, dudes were wearing, like, cut-off shorts.
I mean, I was only like 8 or something, but
Right.
yeah.
It's like short shorts and fucking, like, halter tops,
Right.
basically.
Yeah.
And then we wonder why in the fuck all these people are doing weirdness now.
It's true.
It's like the mullet.
You're talking 80s stuff that was just totally wild.
Yeah, I know.
And then it just ran into.
Then
so-
it ran into the grunge and then punk style.
No, but
and
what
all
I'm
that.
saying is that the 80s stuff ran into the culture after that, It's like part of it.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Could you imagine wearing cutoff shirts, a cutoff fucking tank top, and a mullet, and being at Kings Island right now? Everybody would be looking at you, and you just be like, I guarantee if you just like looked at them with no expression, they'd
Here's
be
what
like,
you need to be wearing. You need the cut off shirt and the cut off shorts, blue jean shorts, and
Yep.
flip flops.
and flip flops?
Yeah.
You want flip flops, or do you want the tennis shoes with the fucking high socks with the Daisy Duke shorts?
Oh well, that would work too.
Because that was a thing too.
Yeah. Or like Converse.
Yeah,
High
or the
tops.
Converse high tops
Yeah.
with fucking the socks. Yeah. We're going to have to go to Kings Island like that one day and see what happens to us. Nothing. Not in this day and age. Nothing's going to happen.
Nope.
People's just going to look and be like, what the fuck? And they're just going to be like, oh my God, they're so free.
Right.
Which I totally get, dude. I really totally get. I wish the whole entire world was like that too, where you could do what you wanted and wear what you want. You want to wear a purple fucking, you want to wear purple dick earrings and, glide around with a fucking.
Well, that's kind of how the 80s was. It was just like, how much can I shock everybody?
Right. But it's.
But not everybody did it. That's what it was. Just like the people who wanted attention. It was kind of like
Yeah.
I don't know. It was kind of like the social media influencers of that era, I guess.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Because, yeah.
Like Madonna. She was-
Madonna, fucking Tina Turner.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, daggone it.
Fuck Prince.
Oh yeah, Prince. Yeah, he he was something else. Although one of the best guitar players of all times. But who was Cher? Cher was she wore those knitted
Yeah.
pants and
Yeah.
that's all she had on.
Which is great. Fine with me.
Yeah.
But yeah, and it's just nuts how things have changed just in my lifetime. From
Yeah.
being a kid till now, like I never thought it'd be. Okay, I'm gonna say this because I'm being totally honest. Randy doesn't even have to say nothing if you don't want to. But back when I was a youngin, I should say, how we say in rural America. When I was a youngin, you would have not. There was no Gay Pride Month.
Yeah, when did that start? It must have started in the 80s, right?
No. Fuck no. Yeah, how many people?
I think it started somebody said what
How
started-
many?
I can't remember. There was a reason why it got started. Because something happened. Must have been something happened that was like very well known. I can't remember what it was now. I just heard it just at the start of this month because they were talking about the Pride Month. But I can't remember what it was. But that was the beginning of it. And it happened in June, whatever it was. So they just decided to call the whole month of June Pride, or actually it was Gay Pride Month, is what it was.
That's what it was. Now it's just Pride Month.
Right.
So, are we included?
Yeah, everybody's included.
White Pride Month. Right here on Rural America Podcast. If that didn't get us canceled, nothing will, okay? I'm just saying, I had to test the waters. It's supposed to just be all Pride Month, okay? And also Pride to Irish Americans. Also Pride to fucking Redskin Cherokee over here.
Oh, I'm not. I wouldn't consider myself a Cherokee, but I do.
You do have...
I have DNA in me.
Yeah.
I mean, that's no big deal.
But yeah, I mean, come on. You know what really makes me mad about everything?
What's that?
Is that we're all just here. And we all just can't fucking figure it out.
And we can't just get along.
We can't just leave each other alone.
I know,
That's the problem. Just
the thing.
leave each other alone. And the people that want to be... It's kind of like your personal life. If everybody lived their whole life like their personal life, everybody would be fucking happy all the time.
It's fine with me.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like if you went to work and the coworkers were just coworkers, and if you had a friend that worked there, it was your friend or whatever, you know, and then, oh, Randy's fucking, oh God, Randy said something about Trump.
Yeah.
And it's like, who gives a fuck?
Right. Although I don't say too much about
Are we playing cards this week?
right.
Randy's. Oh, all right.
Not me.
Yeah, not me. Probably got a goddamn Trump flag flying in his yard. It is weird to me though. Like, I mean, this might have went on like before in the past or whatever, but in like my lifetime, I can't remember anything besides like Trump and Biden, like the biggest fucking opponents of all time politically. You know what I mean? Like, really. Just because it was like on. Like, nobody would shut up about it. And then that's when I decided, you know what? All these news broadcasts and everything else, fuck you, dude. You guys are controlled by FFA, or not FFA, or is it FFA, or is it FAA?
I don't know.
The people who control the radio, like you can't say, like you can't get on Bob and Tom and be like,
I know.
Fuck you, you know.
I know what you're saying.
Yeah.
I can't think of it either. It's not the FFA. That's the
flight thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Flight thing.
Shit. I can't remember what it's called either. Sorry.
I don't know either. I can't remember. But no, but I think all this polarization happened because of Trump, to be honest with you. Everybody that liked him, and everybody that hated him, and it was just so much extreme. Although you can also say this, I mean, it started, I don't say it's because of Trump, but it started with Obama, I think, because it was the opposite with Obama.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah. So he was the first, he could have been the first black president.
Right.
And I think a lot of white people wanted that as well.
Oh, definitely.
You know, that's why he won.
Yeah.
You know, black people are not the majority.
I don't think. I'm not saying that that's the reason because he was black or whatever. I'm just saying there was people who loved him and people who didn't, and it kind of started then. But whenever Trump came along, it really blew up because it was really like you either hated him or you loved him. You know,
Yeah,
there
that's
was
what
no
it
in
was.
between.
No. You didn't get mad at Trump. Like, you couldn't stand him, or you were just like,
Yeah, and
this
whatever.
dude.
That's the only reason we have Biden is because
And-
it was
Yeah.
because anybody but Trump. That's what people decided.
Yeah, because anybody like Trump was a racist and a sexist and fucking, you know, all this stuff.
I wouldn't agree with that, but that's what people think.
Yeah, that's what I mean. And
Yeah.
they were gonna,
And I don't like
when
Trump
he
either.
won, like when he won, they were like, he's gonna take women's rights and he's gonna reverse the gay marriage on,
Right.
you know, and all. And it's like, dude, he didn't even give a fuck about any of that. He was focused on making this country money. Period. That's what he wants. He wants to fuck you and fuck you other countries and fuck you. We're not giving you any more shit. This is our country. If you want it, you're paying for it. Fuck off. Period. But everybody wants to turn it into like a race and then a fucking women's thing and then this because like the dude's a fucking multi-billionaire playboy, bro. What the fuck you think kind of president he was going to be? This dude ain't some political jack that's been around in the political game forever. His dad was a millionaire. He's a millionaire.
Because of his dad.
Yeah. I mean, let's get the fuck out of here. This dude ain't political.
Yeah, I'm not.
He's about making money, dude.
I've said it 100 times. I'm not a big Trump fan either, but I understand what you're saying though. But yeah, it is funny how the whole establishment came against him, and he still ended up winning.
It was really sad. I thought that.
I mean, even the media,
Like-
I mean, all the media.
I think Trump should have kept his mouth shut. I
Yeah,
said this
he
a
does.
million
He should
times,
have, definitely.
but he didn't because he's not political, and he just wants to be
Me.
free and
And,
be able to speak his mind,
and he wants-
like the First Amendment says we can.
and the other thing is he also wants to remind you that he's the one that did it, or you know what I'm saying.
Well, yeah, but that's just his personality.
I'm just saying.
You got to get over
That's
it, dude.
one thing that
People
don't
got to
like
get
about
over
him.
it. You got to get over that attitude.
He,
Like
he doesn't have that aw shucks attitude. That's for
No.
sure.
I'm telling you, when you're putting gas in your car and you're able to fucking drive to work without feeling like you just got fucking raped in the ass, and then you're making good money because everything's fucking bread, everything's fucking just normal prices, gas is normal, everything's normal, like our normal price. Realistically, nobody's saying anything. Except for the people that don't benefit from that because all they do is like ride the subway and they focus on their parents' basement. They're down there with Biden having like classroom time and
I
shit.
did hear the eggs were coming down again, or coming down now on price. I don't know. I haven't been to the store, but
I want to fucking just kill everybody. I'm not kidding. That has to do with this inflation shit. It's just ridiculous. Eggs, $9.
I never seen that. I seen them for I think it was about $5 or something like that.
Okay. $5 for eggs. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, no, they
Used to be
like
$1.
79 cents.
Well, yeah.
just a couple of years ago, you could go up Muncie and get them for like 79 cents at Aldi's
Yeah, see?
for a carton.
Now you're fucked.
Yeah. Oh well. Oh, are you ready to wrap up?
Yeah. I just got one more question for you.
What's that? We bring a gallon of milk next time.
No. Just because, like, I think we would remember, like, because Stacy doesn't remember this shit at all. So when I go to the store, I always buy organic brown eggs.
Do you?
right? Yeah, because like my grandparents had like chickens and stuff, and when
Yeah,
they,
I
you
get
know, they're brown, they're not bleached. Chicken eggs are not fucking white, people. I'm just-
Right. I know.
They're tan or brown or whatever.
Okay.
But dude, they are so delicious. And now Stacy can't get off of them either.
Oh, really? She likes it?
Yeah.
I got some from my neighbors. They are more tasty, that's for sure. You know, my neighbors have chickens, right?
Yeah.
And I got some from him before, and yeah, we've had them. We've also had them. We kind of quit getting them off of him because we'd cook some, and then the rest of them was in the carton in the refrigerator.
Oh,
it was only
right.
in there for a few days, and then she started to cook some, and they were bad.
Yeah. That's the only problem.
Yeah.
This is, this is what they used to do back in the day. They would just have a few chickens, right? And then they'd go in, get the eggs in
much
the
every day,
morning,
yeah.
crack the eggs. That'd be breakfast.
Right.
And then the
And
next
every day,
morning.
right.
Yeah. So, but who in the fuck has time to do that anymore? You know what I mean? That's what sucks
I
too
know.
about the way the world works now as far as before. Like, you have to get up. You have to be there at a certain time. You have to do this at a certain time.
Well, used to, you could, the man would go out and work, and then the woman would stay home, and the kids would go out and get the eggs in the morning, and then they'd bring them in, and then the
Yeah, well,
lady
that
would
was
cook
that
'em.
was during the racist days. Okay, child labor laws. I'm just kidding, kids.
Somebody said,
That's does not
Hey,
apply for fucking your own children.
I had listened to this one guy, and he was saying he thinks that kids should work, and especially if
They should work.
he said, especially if your parents own a business or something, then they should be in that business, learning how to to value the dollar.
Yeah.
And
Dude,
to
if
communicate
my-
with people.
If I had a family member that owned a business, that's where I would have been working my whole life.
Right.
Guarantee it. But wasn't in my cards. But yeah, it's kind of crazy, really. Kids should work. I try to tell my wife this all the time, that the kids are out for the summer. Have them go outside in the landscaping, pull the weeds, and do all this stuff. We can give them an allowance.
Right.
I'm not against paying them to do it if they're going to actually work. But no, they'd rather they don't want any money. They're just like me. It's like, oh, okay then. I'm cool with that too. Because when you ask me like, oh, can we get this? No, you could have got paid and got that. But I decided to pay myself. And I got myself
I paid my son
a fucking vibrator. So
another one.
I can't stop buying them. Things are wicked.
The Ass Blaster 5000, don't you now?
Anyway, I got the new one, 7,000.
Oh, okay.
I think I fucking turn you on, turn you loose, Randy. Look like a jackhammer the rest of the day.
I paid my kids an allowance. I think all my son had to do was take out the trash every week, or during the week, and take it out to the curb.
Right.
And my daughter, when she got old enough, I forgot what we had her do. I don't know. Oh, my son also had to feed and water the dogs. We had
Right.
outside dogs at the time.
Well,
I think my daughter went into that too. She went into feeding and watering the dog, but she also had something else she was supposed
here's what I told all the kids. You've seen it down there at the beginning of my driveway now. Right?
Oh, yeah,
we
I
got
saw it.
we got the new landscaping,
to. Right.
the stones and everything.
Mm-hmm.
So I did the one that's done all by myself. I went and weed matted the other one by myself. And this is what I told the kids. Every stone you bring down here and just stick it on the driveway, like in like a three stones high down the driveway. I'll pay you $1. Right? That's what I said.
Really?
And I said, everyone you put in place, like around where the weed mat is, I'll pay you $1.50. They didn't touch it at all. They didn't give a fuck.
Really? Wow.
No. Isn't that crazy? They
it's
got a
crazy.
fucken life lesson coming. I'm telling you, when they turn fucking 18, you're getting a job, going to school, or you're getting the fuck out of here. One of the two.
Your father-in-law used to pay his son when he was just little, because your father-in-law used to smoke cigarettes, right?
Yeah.
And so,
Pick up the butts.
yeah, he'd
yeah.
pay him to pick up the
I did
butts.
that.
He'd pay him a penny for every cigarette butt he picked up, and he said, "You wouldn't believe how many he picked up. We had to sit there. It took us all night to count them all."
Yeah, man. It's not like that anymore. It's really weird. Dude, if I said, "Hey, Randy, will you go down there and just put them stones around there like I fucked my back up, and I'll pay you fucking $1.50 per stone." Would you do it?
Do you have insurance?
What do you mean?
Health insurance? A retirement plan?
Do I have one?
Yeah, I mean, for me.
No. You're on your own,
Just teasing you, man.
pussy. No.
Man, I tell you what, I had to mow my yard. I had to keep my yard mowed when I was 8 years old and older. And he came home one time and he said, "Why didn't you mow the yard?" It was like Friday afternoon. Gets off work, comes home. The yard's not mowed. I said, yeah, I was going to do it tomorrow. And he's like, pfft. But he never did pay me an allowance anyway.
Right. So you were kind of like, "Fuck you, dude.
No,
I'm doing this shit for free, boy."
no, I didn't say nothing. I didn't say nothing, but he went out and mowed it the next day before I could get out and mow it.
Are you serious?
He was pissed off about it. I could
that
tell.
man.
I could tell he was pissed off about it, so I went ahead and mowed it the rest of the time when I was supposed to.
Shit.
But see, he told me the day before to mow the yard. You know what I'm saying? And then he gets home and I didn't mow it.
Well,
of course,
I
I was
got-
hanging out with my friends. You know.
Yeah.
He gets home at 5 o'clock.
I take account into that a lot too. Is society now isn't the same, so I try to be there. For a while, I was trying to act like my kids were like in my generation. You know what I mean? Where it's like, hey,
Gotcha. Yeah.
shut the fuck. It doesn't work for them, man. They fucking freak out.
Right.
They get all emotional and fucking cry and stuff, and it's
Yeah.
just like, oh my god, man, are you guys okay? And it's just like, I finally realized, like, society has fucked children up now. It's not me,
It's these.
because I can't even be me anymore. Yeah, it's the phones,
It's the screens.
it's the fucking phones, it's the fucking everything, dude. It's so nuts. But
Oh well.
that's for another conversation.
True.
Anyway, we're gonna end the
Boring
show.
everybody with too much details.
Yeah, too much. What do they call that? FYI
Yeah.
or TMI. Too much
TMI.
information.
Right.
Anyway, we're gonna get out of here. Randy's closing up his peanuts, and now I know he's serious about leaving. So, anyway, hope you guys enjoyed the show. Hope you guys enjoyed the shenanigans. Hey, let's give a round of applause to Randall. Fucking no more drinking. Hey, bud. Seriously. That's awesome.
6 days in, hopefully it lasts.
6 days in.
I'm sure it's gonna last. I'm just saying.
Hopefully it'll last. Oh, I'm sure it's going to. Oh.
No, I'm positive it's gonna last.
Yeah, there we
I was
go.
just making a joke.
He was just talking shit. You thought he was kidding, right? And here soon, I think this might be a Black Rifle Coffee
There
podcast
we
or
go.
something. You know what I mean?
That sounds good.
Yeah, we're gonna have to.
We could start doing it in the morning sometime.
Yeah, we're gonna have to switch it up, I think. And then,
That would be all right.
dude, I'm totally down.
We could do it like on Sunday morning. Put it out that day.
That's what I mean.
That'd be all right with me.
We can start doing that. We're gonna put it out the morning of.
That's
How
what I'm
about
saying.
that shit?
That's what
Yeah.
I'm saying.
Yeah, we're gonna start putting our shit out the morning of. Randy's ready to go. I'm still working on it. I'll be ready by next podcast, though.
Okay.
Yeah, promise you. I'm gonna promise you too. You're my podcast partner, and the fans. Like, yeah, next time. I think next time the show's gonna be very, very interesting as far as like how it goes, and then from then on out, it's gonna be amazing.
I think it would be better.
I do too. Anyway, write in, tell us what you think. I know I say that every time, and you know what? I've heard we got complaints that we don't answer emails fast enough. But I want to tell you guys, like, sometimes we just get so bombarded with these fucking emails. It takes a while.
It's only the two of us.
Yeah, it's only the two of us. Like, we don't have no big production crew back here. We do this because we love it. We don't do it for the money. We don't do it nothing. We do it because people listen to us. We have fans in 26 countries. And it's absolutely amazing that anybody gives a shit what we have to say. Isn't it?
It's true.
So, we appreciate it deeply. But anyway, we got to get off here. Randy's got to do a blowjob. No, I'm just kidding. Totally kidding. Look, now he's pissed. He's like, you fucking idiot. Why'd you say that? Total joke. I'm getting out of hand. Randy's milking it. Yeah. I'm sure, I guarantee you, he can't wait till next podcast when we're both drinking coffee. Bet you money. Anyway, appreciate you guys listening in. Another round of applause for Randy. Congratulations. And tune in next week, and then we'll find out what's going on then, right?
Sure.
All right. I'm Sean.
I'm Randy.
This is
Rule America.
Rule America.